Okay. Looks like we did it. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Happy Magic Monday, one and all. I hope everybody is having a good one. Obviously, there is a Chromatic Cube, but we still have this draft left over from last week. So I'm going to jump right into it as I say our hellos, etc. to all of you lovely folk. It is not a mistake that the camera's not on. We can talk about that as more people get in here. But just wanted to get this thing started, say hello to all of you, see how everyone is doing. But yeah, we're going to finish this. Like I said, we're going to finish this Streets of New Capenna draft. I don't even remember what this deck is. Okay, looks like we are Riveteers all the way. That mostly reminds me. Plus, this is a great hand, so I will keep it. Do the lands first. Appropriately, there are 2-tap lands. Then we can play an untapped land, play the Woody Roastmaster, because then we get the Alliance trigger when we play the Sawjack. So, good stuff. And then we have a deal gone bad as removal. What's up, Erica? Yes, we are getting right into it. This is a slightly different stream than usual. Like I said, I'll get into it a little bit more as we get further into the stream and more people get here. But everything is fine, nothing crazy. But Amy and I had kind of an interesting weekend. I was sick, now I'm not sick, or mostly not sick, but Amy is, so she's not here, and that's why the camera's not on either, because I'm still getting over being sick. Plus, it's really hot, and we have not had our AC working, so I'm like all sweaty and gross right now. I guess we just do this. No, we do this as a 2/4. It's a good blocker. I don't need to get in for this attack. But yes, I guess I can do our intro, although briefer than usual because of the fact that it's just me. But I will say, for those of you who may be new, whether you're watching live or on the VOD, what's going on, everybody? This is Joe, and I am part of Geek for All, and I am here streaming some MTG Arena here on Magic Monday. Yes, I'm definitely all sweaty. It is really, like, I'm very warm and it's quite gross. So, yes. Unfortunately, fortunately, however you want to look at it, yes. Alright, so we have a 2/4 and a 2/3. They have a 2/4 Darling of the Masses. I think I'm just going to strangle the Gathering Throng now. I'm not going to be able to attack with the Woody Roastmaster, and I shouldn't attack with Mr. Orfeo. Although I guess Mr. Orfeo... Yeah, I'm gonna say no attacks. It might not be the right choice because, like, obviously the block would have been a double block on their part, and I would have killed the Darling. But still, I'm not sick, but I did end up going to the ER yesterday. Wow. I mean, let me know what's going on. Hopefully everything is. It seems like based on how you said it that everything's good now, but of course, let me know. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 3 damage to any target. And this is 2 damage twice if we sack something. So I could kill... So I can call in a professional in that one. Then I can do this. Casualty 2. Targeting the Darling. Sacking the Witty Roastmaster. Targeting the Darling again. And then I can actually swing. It doesn't really matter which one, but I'll make it be Mr. Orfeo. Perfect. At the risk of TMI, I had a gastrointestinal blockage, if you know what I mean. Yes, which caused massive gas buildup in my stomach, which made it ache like it had just been drop-kicked. Okay. Yeah, the situation that Amy and I have been dealing with was also gastrointestinal in nature. So it has been a very interesting few days, to say the absolute least. All right, so this is going to be good. I guess we just double the saw jacks this time. See what happens. I'm assuming there's a block coming from the strong arm. There is a block coming from the strong arm. Good, 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 good. And then they can mill 3. They are not in the colors where mill matters. And we got their Jetmir off the top. Holy crap. It was literally their next card. Wow. Well, Erica, I mean, again, like I said, it sounds like it's better. I hope that's the case. But, of course, let me know. I care. I'm concerned. Racer's Ring. So we just oh, it's whenever it attacks. I guess I can just blitz it. Swinging with everybody. The Throng can't block. Oh crap! No, silly me. Wrong ability. Mr. I guess the Plasma Jockeys. No, it's got to be Orfeo. Yeah, because then we go like that. Treating myself to latkes for dinner tonight. Okay, that is quite nice. Yeah, I had chicken soup. It was supposed to be something that both of us would eat, and that did not end up working out. Because Amy is not ready yet to eat, which I, again, completely understand, because I was that way yesterday. And I don't know where I got it from, because Amy and I kind of went to the same places over the weekend. Or I should say specifically on Saturday, because then Saturday night is when I was very ill. So, yeah, and then I was better by today, but then, of course, Amy was ill today. So, just great stuff all around. So they have a 5-3 now. We are at 9, which is upsetting. Yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8. Is there a risk of a pump spell? I'm going to say no. Risk being wrong. I am at 1. But yes, Erica, that does sound quite nice. I appreciated the chicken soup that she made, because it was very, very good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So we need the green, but we can get it from there. So Arena will tap correctly? Yes. Okay. So we go like this first. Oh, crap. That's incredible. We win. We win. I guess I don't know what's in their hand, but... Oh, that's awesome, Erica. A shiny Hydreigon. Congrats. I'm actually doing a little playthrough of Black right now. Yeah, I'm still going to do this one just because then they're both lethal in case they have removal of some kind. Although, of course, if they have removal plus then they chump block this thing, then I'm screwed either way, but I got to try. They sure do. Okay. That's annoying. And now we lose. Okay. Well, I almost had it. I guess I should have just put it on the thing that was indestructible so it couldn't have died, but I messed up. But yeah, I'm playing through black and I'm trying to raise a Dino right now. It's not the easiest thing in the world because, you know, they don't make raising the like main dragon of the set easy, which is, or not the set. Sorry, I have magic on the brain. The generation, which makes sense. Hydreigon is rather good, so I get it. All right, so we're 2-2. I'll keep going, obviously. And then we'll get to the Chromatic Cube after that. I don't want to be a liar with my thumbnail and everything. But I did want to finish this thing off. I always toy with it when we, like, you know, leave something over from week to week and then end up deciding whether or not to, like, go straight to the cube and, like, ignore that and, like, maybe next week or whatever. But, like, whatever. We're, like, 10 minutes in to the stream, so I don't mind. Plus, knowing my luck, you know, we'll see how I do in the cube. Most of the time I end up moving away from it at the end anyway, so we'll see how that turns out. This is an interesting hand. No creatures that I can play because I need black. Can't play the Charm. Can only play Strangle or Libation, or Libation. Which means a mulligan it is. This hand is worse. Going to 5. I guess this hand is better. Maybe. Let's get rid of the Swamp and the Light 'em up. Feels wrong, but I'm doing it anyway. Arena always loves making the first mulligan a mistake, despite the fact that it was definitely necessary. Gen 5's always been a little strange to me. I like it a lot for the character and story, but I'm not really super partial to a lot of the actual Pokemon. Interesting. See, I'm almost the opposite. I mean, I don't mind the story, especially the enemy team. I like the Pokemon a lot. I think Gen 5, after Gen 1, I think Gen 5 is, like, the one that I'm most interested in. And I'm looking forward to showing it to Amy and seeing what she thinks, to I guess, Erica, to see if she agrees with me or with you or somewhere in between. Obviously, I take one. Get the Body Dropper on the field. Next turn, we can do Crew Captain, unless we really need the Sawjack, but I don't see that happening. Not this early, I should say. But yeah, I don't know what it is about the Gen 5 Pokemon, but I like them. I think they're cool. Lilligant and Gothitelle. Okay. Yeah, I can respect that. I don't know that I can necessarily name favorites from Gen 5. That's an interesting point. I'd have to look at them all again. Because I'm sure that there are plenty where I'm going to be like, oh god, yes, this one, of course. But, yeah, like right now off the top of my head, no, not really. Okay, so only one other Gathering Throng. That's the same thing our last opponent did. It's not bad. Okay, so they're basically just gonna, like, I'm just gonna, I guess I still play this. Can't play Jaxus yet. But yeah, I still play Crew Captain. It basically, like, just gets chumped by the Lackey, because it's literally got the word expendable in its name. No, interesting. I'm very surprised by that. Okay. Fine with me, I guess. I would have thought they would have wanted that in the graveyard as quickly as possible. Maybe they have, like, a sacrifice thing. Can't imagine that's in any of these colors. It's good that they played the Initiate before we decided to play the Sawjack. That makes me feel better. And so even if we don't get a fourth land to play Jaxus, I've got the Sawjack, so that's fine. We have Strangle as well. Very nice. I guess it's just Sawjack pass here. And then we can get rid of the Gathering Throng with a Strangle? Seems a little... It seems fine as long as they don't play the other Gathering Throng now. Ah, they do have a fourth color in black. Oh, that's cool, Erica. I like that. Is there anything in particular in the set that you're, like, excited to open for any particular reason? Or is it just they're reprints and they're sick and so you want it? Because I totally get that as well. Countered unless I pay 1, right? So I can do either of these, but obviously not both. Strangle here. It would be interesting if they made me pay the 1. Okay. Good. Could blitz her for 2, but that doesn't make sense. I guess I'll pass. Bitter Blossom, of course. Nice. Yeah. Erica, how would I have known that you enjoy fairies in this game? I just, I feel like that's news to me. I also hope you're picking up on the sarcasm. Also, something very interesting with this sickness, it came with chills and body aches. So Amy was in a lot of pain today. I felt awful. And I'm in quite a bit of pain also, but like it hurts to sneeze a lot and it hurts to laugh. I was watching some like random YouTube videos today and I didn't necessarily expect them to be particularly funny. And anytime there was something funny, I would laugh and it hurt so much. And I was upset about it. So there's that. So I will, I'll see if people are funny enough tonight in chat to actually injure me, because that will be a hell of a thing. This is so weird. Because this is 1 mana of any color, so yeah, I still can't call in a professional. I could light him up. It's whenever you sack another creature, put a counter. Okay. I think I do this. Kill a Gathering Throng and an Obscura Initiate. So, Casualty 2. Target this. Sack this. Target... Yes, get a counter. They have 1 mana. And then target this. Okay. So that thing dies. That thing dies. They have a 3/3. And then I will pass for now. What can I say? I have brand loyalty. Very nice. Very, very nice. I get it. I mean, it's like me with ice-based things, right? I love like a lot of like Frost Breath-esque magic cards, Frost Links, etc. Iceman. Crew Captain targets here? Or gets targeted here? I could be wrong. But I mentioned that Articuno is my favorite Pokemon, so it's just, if it's ice elementally, that's me. That's my thing. So, okay, it was Body Dropper. I was wrong. I'm on the payroll of Big Una. That's true. We always knew that about you as well. All right, so I don't care about taking 3 here. They do have a 4/4 now. We do have Mr. Orfeo. All right, so this is only non-creature. Okay. That's interesting. Sure, let's try it. They can double block and kill here. Or they can single block and kill here, obviously, but I meant the double block of the 1/1s. Doesn't have trample, so they could just chump as well if they really feel strongly about it. But it does, I mean, this gives me the option of doing this every turn, so if they're chumping, they need to have some other way to handle this. So, okay. Double block is good. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be a tough game to win. We're already on a multi-5. This would be our third loss, but, you know, then we get to play cubes, so is it really the worst thing in the world? I ask you. Rafine's Informant to let them connive. Plus, they're playing brokers, but with black as well. It's hard enough to play 3 colors in this format, and they're playing 4. Must be nice. Okay. Okay. Forge Boss, Jaxis, or calling a professional. I guess it's just Forge Boss. And then probably just attack with Mr. Orfeo. They're at 17, but it's either a 2-for-1 or a trade. That's awesome, Erica. I also enjoy a good cup/quart of matzo ball soup. It's good. Okay, so they're deciding on chump blockers, I guess? Or double blocks with the 3-1 and the 1-1. Alright, I guess it makes sense. That's the first time I've seen Warm Welcome used in that way, and in a way that I've enjoyed. Like, I usually don't care for that card, but that was a pretty good play. They finally got their individual color of green, although this could have just been their green since they had double white there, but still. Okay. So another creature would still only be their first alliance trigger for the turn, which would only give the Venom Connoisseur Death Touch, because otherwise they could like attack with the Adjudicators. Ah, okay. So they can equip it to a citizen, of which they have the Cat Citizen. God damn. +2/+1 and trample. 6. Good. Thankfully, that is not enough. Yeah, I mean, it's still a 1-for-1. I will absolutely double block here. Absolutely, I would double block here. Yeah, again, it's just a 1-for-1. I'm all for it. Snap to it. No question. We have a kill spell in hand. We have a creature in hand. They have 1 card in hand plus the 1/1 fish, essentially, from the graveyard. With the way my appetite has been, this quart of soup will last me a week. Yeah, I have. I've experienced similarly, like very, very similar. All right, I'm just gonna do this now to get that last card out of their hand. If it's a land, then congrats, you beat me at my own game. Haha! It wasn't. That's awesome. I am not going to blitz in Jaxis, and I'm just going to pass. We have great blocks with the Forge Boss until we can get Jaxis out and call in a professional to kill something if we have to. All that fun stuff. But they are now top decking. We are not. Although this is equip 3. And it gives +2/+1. So, I mean, we have a chump blocker or a sack outlet. Okay, so they're sacking that to draw a card. Yeah, I think yesterday I had like, because we had the chicken soup that Amy made. I think I had like 5 spoonfuls of soup like all day, but today I had like 3 bowls because I finally got my. I finally felt confident enough to eat something because I was not retaining anything that I was eating, to the point where I was actually a little concerned. Ended up having to drink a bunch of like water with salt, so that I could attempt to retain things that I was eating, because, whew, yeah, it was not great. Let's just play Jaxus here. Now they have a 3/2 and a 1/1, so a double block would kill the Forge Boss. So no attacks. I guess I probably should have attacked pre-combat and then called in a professional if I needed to on the Rafine's Informant, but I can, I guess, save a turn on that. But yeah, I think it was Saturday night into Sunday. I went to bed at like 6 a.m. because I just couldn't fall asleep because I was not feeling well. And then every hour on the hour I was up. So that was bad. But I slept last night nicely, besides, waking up in pain, but at least I slept. So that's a good thing. Was able to get back to work today. Wow, I only have a single black, huh? Okay, well, I guess that's a thing. I guess I save calling a professional here. Let's... Oh, I'd have to discard a card to do it as well. Alright, fine. So let's go to combat. Forge Boss attacks. There is a double block? There isn't a double block. There is. Okay. So I will learn my lesson. I'm going to call in a professional on the one that could possibly gain Death Touch. If they play like a Warm Welcome or something that can make it into a creature. Very good. And then I will end the turn. Hopefully get a swamp at some point. Well, first of all, hi Marcus, welcome. Great to see you. And I'm sorry to hear that. I don't know Diablo very well, but that I get that concept, and that sucks. And then for Erica, that's awesome. Premieres this Friday. Is it a YouTube or a Twitch thing? Or like Twitch then YouTube kind of a thing? Thank God fight rigging is here. What do I take? We have the mana to play this, I guess. I kind of have the mana to play this, but I mean, they're going to the bottom regardless. I guess I just take this. Now, it's at the beginning of combat on our turn, a +1/+1 counter. So basically, if I put it on Jaxus, then I can swing with both. So go to combat. Put it on Jaxus. And then swing with both that are obviously not the Corrupt Court official. Twitch first, then upload it to YouTube the following Monday. Sounds like Critical Role to me. Just in terms of not in any other comparison than the fact that they stream and then wait a couple of days and then upload. And, why wouldn't you? It makes sense. All right, so they're blocking Jaxus, but they have 1,000,000 mana open, so... Is it just that they don't want to take 6, or do they actually have a way to stop that? Quick draw dagger. Okay. I mean, it's still a trade. I don't care. I wasn't discarding my murder. Oh, and first strike for the dagger. Son of a bitch, man. Okay. Well. Thankfully, again, fight rigging puts a counter on Forge Boss, and we can just keep going. So. Or I could draw a swamp, and then we're fine regardless. Oh, just an attack. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I need that swamp then, please. Sooner rather than later. That is not it. +X, +X, and make a 1/1. Did have Matt Marisha as guess. Interesting. Okay. That's cool. I guess this turn then I put a counter here? Does that make sense? No, because I want to get to 7 or greater so I can play this creature. I will just go like that and still leave back the official. Look at me. I have 2 swords and I hit things. Erica, I did not know that that was your first shiny. That's awesome. And first Pogo shiny. That's really cool. And congrats. All right, 1/1 flyer is fine. It's got lifelink, so that might be a little annoying, but we'll see. God, I would really love a swamp. Really would love a swamp. We are at 3. That's not a swamp, but it is a Riveteer's Charm. Highest mana value. Wow. Wow. That sucks. And if I play this to exile the top 3 cards, hoping to get a swamp, I will have used a swamp or a black source to do it, so I can't even... We just lose now. Alright, combat. Here. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we don't even have enough with this. They would have to block neither, and then we win. Make it look like a desperation attack. Oh my god, they didn't block. Oh, we win. Oh god. That's awesome. There? I actually don't know what's correct. That seems right. Do we win? Do they have something with their 1 card in hand? They might not. Oh my god. Just stop slow rolling and tell me. Okay. Yes. We did it. That was a Malta 5. Holy shit. Oh, I forgot to do it before because Amy's not here. Damn it. Thank you, McFly121, and apologies to our first opponent whose name I now have forgotten, but I would have thanked you as well. Okay. All right, we're 3-2. Let's keep going. Marcus, I do know what the Pokemon is, but I don't want to steal Erica's thunder in telling you what it is, because I assume she would like to answer that for herself. Okay, no green is awkward. But The last time I mulliganed, I mean, I guess we won that game, but... This is bad if I can't get this green. Fine, I'll do it. Ugh. Super annoying. Tramway station is good. I like Mr. Orfeo. I think it's a really cool card. Of course, we draw another tri-colored card while missing one. Jana says, Happy Magic Monday, you magical maniacs. What's going on, Jana? Great to see you. How be all the lovely people? Well, I was mentioning earlier, I don't mind having to mention it more than once. Amy and I had been ill. Nothing like being in the hospital or anything crazy. Just, you know, stomach things, which we were not super pleased about. I am better, but I was sick first. And then she got it from me, so she is out of commission tonight. So you are stuck with just me. Because I'm better than I was. And God knows I genuinely, in the ways that I was sick, I have not been that sick in my life. So I tried my best to do as much as I could for Amy. But I was sick Saturday night into this morning, basically. And, into yesterday, like most of the way through yesterday. And Amy was sick last night / this morning, and so is going to likely be for the rest of today. Which, hopefully, if that tracks all the way through, then by tomorrow she should be on the drastic upswing. But, we shall see. All right. There's that forest, thank God. Just play this 5/4. Or I could Riveteer's Charm, kill your thing, or I guess I could Crew Captain first. Yeah, Crew Captain first, go like this, hit you for 7. That seems good. Send me all the green witch magic to heal the both of you. I know that sucks so much, fingers crossed it flies by. Thank you. I genuinely, I feel like I'm back to about 85-90%, which is why I did this. It's not, we talked about this a while ago. But I'm not that guy where it's like, well, I have to stream no matter what. I don't care if I'm sick. Like, if I were ill, I would have sent out something and been like, sorry, everybody, I'm not feeling well. So, we aren't feeling well. We're not streaming tonight. But because I'm doing better and because Amy didn't need me and was able to just be resting inside, I'm able to be here and kind of hold down the fort. So, but thank you for the well wishes. I would say, like I said, I would say I'm pretty close to it, but I will pass along all those good vibes to Amy as well. Let's just play this thing. I guess we just attack first. Stop the Plasma Jockey from blocking. They're at 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do they have any citizens? No. Because basically they're going to be able to just attack with the Plasma Jockey, make this unable to block, and then I'm going to be annoyed. But we could just win next turn if I do that. And we appreciate you for being here. You're awesome. Well, you're awesome. Thank you. That's very kind. Yeah, I'm just, this is like my, whatchamacallit, this is like my victory lap for getting better. I was, that Saturday night into Sunday morning was a bad time, a very bad time. And if I never have to experience that again in my life, it will be too soon. So tell Amy you miss her and you hope she feels better. I definitely will, Emilio. Thank you so much. And hi, welcome. Yeah, I don't know where we got it. Like, we were not out doing that much that had us interacting with other people. So I do not know where we picked it up from. I think we literally went to, like, 2, like, drive-thrus. And so it had to have... we were trying to figure this out earlier. It had to have been the drive-thrus. Because if I got sick first and I was the driver. Because, like, Amy went to go pick up our food at a pizza place. So she went into the pizza place. But then, presumably, she would have gotten sick first, not me. So it had to have been the drive-thrus that we went to, because that was me interacting with them since I was the driver. And yes, I'm also glad I'm feeling better. Thank you, Amelia. I appreciate it. But yeah, we tried to, like, detective sleuth it up to see, like, where could we have gotten this? How could this have happened? All right, so 4, 8, 10. Is this a citizen? It's not. Okay. Okay, that doesn't have haste either. If they had any other haste creature in their deck, they would have won. Oh, no, they do win. Okay. All right. They got there. They just happened to have the creature that came as 2 creatures. It's very good. So I will do the Amy thing, because I remembered last time. Thank you, Kudru. Very nice. And now that we have more people here, it is appropriate, because we just finished up this draft, and now we can actually get into a cube draft. Because this was just us finishing up a New Capenna draft from last week. We went 3-3. So, you know, didn't quite get our resources back, but when do we usually? Let's try a Chromatic Cube draft. I have done one of these so far. I think I got 2 wins, maybe? I don't remember. It was not that memorable. And it wasn't because it was, like, you know, traumatic and I blocked it out. I don't remember a thing about it. It was like a couple of days ago, and I became a new man a couple of nights ago. I'm a different person than I was 2 days ago with how sick I was. Good, Emilio. I'm glad. I don't like I've had a bad track record with the Arena Cubes. I hope I do well, but we'll see. Hope this one's better than the Tinker Cube. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Like, I think it's the kind of thing where, like, people can come into the chat and, like, there are people who have had much more experience with the cubes than I have. And so they're like, oh, well, this is the meta. I'm like, how the hell am I supposed to know what the meta is? This is like my first or second time playing it. Like, obviously I can look at, you know, a particular card and say, like, oh, okay, this wants us to be in a treasure deck, right? Like, I get that aspect of it. But if there's a particular, like, oh, well, if I take God Eternal Oketra, then I want to be in white green or white black specifically or something like that. Like, you know, obviously it's like, hey, there are busted mythics, take one. Because, like, you know, God Eternal Oketra was unbeatable in the format she was in. So I'm definitely going to take her. She's very good, unless other people know better than I. But I feel like a 5-mana 3/6 double striker that whenever you cast a creature spell, you make a 4/4 with vigilance seems insane. So I'm probably just going to take that. I was just draft stupid, dumb, good stuff. Yeah. Like, that's my hope, is that I can just get away with that and go 3-3 but have a blast, right? And that's exactly, like, we're I'm streaming it, right? So, like, you know, I'm not sitting here going like, but my value, my optimum plays, like, you know, if that were the case, I never would have done this ever. I never would have started streaming Magic, because I am just not that guy. But I always say that if you are here for, you know, tight plays and the mastery of the format, you are in the wrong place. Okay, so with God Eternal Oketra, I mean, Maniform Hellkite's a great card, but it cares about non-creature spells, which we are not. This is part white. Whenever this creature mutates, return any number of creatures with total power 10 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. No, I mean, it's probably just Cavalier. Cavalier's an incredible card. It does put us very heavily in white, but it does let us kill something and make or destroy any non-land permanent and turn it into a 3/3 golem. That could include our own. And then when it dies, we can bring an artifact or enchantment back from our graveyard to our hand. I mean, we're probably going to be looking at, like, Banishing Light type effects if we're in white regardless. So I think that will just work itself out inherently. But otherwise, like I said, like, Maniform Hellkite's insane. But it cares about non-creature spells, which is blue-red. And if I want to play Oketra, which right now there are viable white cards in the pack, I would probably not go this route, personally. Plus, this card is fine, but it's 3 colors, and I know it's the Chromatic Cube, and I'm supposed to, like, want to do that, but I just don't. Okay, what does this do? When it enters, conjure a card named Sigardian Evangel into your hand. Discard that card at the beginning of the next end step. When it enters, tap target permanent you don't control. Okay, so basically you can keep playing these over and over and over again as long as you never don't play it. Interesting. There's a Ganjo. There's Kalia, Zenith Seeker. 3/3 flying vigilance. When she enters, look at the top 6. You may reveal an angel, a demon, and or a dragon and put it into your hand and the rest in the bottom. I mean, a 3/3 flyer for 3 is cool, but again, 3 colors. There's also Ruinous Ultimatum. Destroy all non-land permanents your opponents control. God, I'm so bad at picking land that, like, this feels like it should be amazing, but not for me. I'll take the Evangel, I guess. Sure. Ah, Icing Death, Frost Tyrant. I like that. There are alchemy cards in this cube. There are alchemy cards in this cube, yes. Yes. Now, Terror of the Peaks is just incredible no matter what deck you're in. But there's also Icing Death. Equipped creature gets +2, so whenever it attacks, tap their thing. This is a 4/3 flying vigilance for 4. I'll take it. There is an Endrace Forerunners in here. I don't think that's this deck, to be honest. Right now I'm mono white and I'm happy about it. Terror of the Peaks might be a thing that I would want over this. I think in a vacuum Terror of the Peaks is better. So maybe I take Terror instead. This card's insane. Yeah, I guess I'll try it. If I don't end up playing red, I'm not, like, you know, really upset about it, but still. Yeah, there's Urbrask, but there's Lyra. It's definitely Lyra. Other angels you control get +1/+1 and have lifelink. So yeah, definitely that. Flying First Strike lifelink 5/5 for 5. Yes, please. And thank you. All of my I get to, like, show off all of my card styles because I have the Urbrask Phyrexian style, I have the Ghidorah Illuna style, all that fun stuff. But yeah, it's definitely Lyra. I mean, good lord. Yeah, I don't know, Emilio, how I feel about alchemy cards in the cube. I just don't know enough about alchemy because I don't play it. And so, you know, maybe this is their way of saying, like, hey, you should play alchemy. Look at how cool the cards are. But it's also like, oh, right, what does this card do? I have to spend like an hour reading it, and it could be like, it could conjure 75 different things. All right, well, I guess I'll figure it out. Search for planes, discard a card, return a permanent, and then when it attacks or blocks, make a 1/1. Or whenever one or more creatures with power 2 or less enters under your control, draw. Triggers only once each turn. Or sack to destroy an artifact or enchantment, and it's got flash. That's interesting. 3 mana. I guess ramping is important enough that I'll take that over the artifact enchantment destruction. I don't think this is a blink deck. Like, this is an ETB effect whenever you cast a creature spell, so that's not it. This is when it enters. But yeah, I'd much rather take Tolzamir, I think. What is late to dinner? Return a creature from your graveyard to the battlefield and make a food. Ugh. Fine, I'll take Tolzamir. Yeah, Emilio, I also don't know what any of the alchemy cards do, but I kind of, like, take it on a case-by-case basis. And or, like, when I'm drafting, I'm like, oh, okay, what does this do? And I gotta sit there and read it then, as opposed to during the game itself when, you know, when the rope is going down and down and down. Sure, my Elspeth came back. I'll take it. Why the hell not?
I can escape my past, no more.
Not really much of a question there. Banishing Light came back. Yes, please. Hell yeah. So I have these 2 cards randomly sitting here. I could play neither of them if I can end up being mono white. That'd be fun. Coming off of Streets of New Capenna, I can just, you know, play the Chromatic Cube and not have mana issues. Wouldn't that be nice? I mean, Kalia came back, but I wasn't that impressed by it, although it does talk about angels, demons, or dragons. But it's from the top 6 cards. Like, we have 1 angel and 1 dragon. Sorry, that's over here. So I think it's just going to be Iganjo, and I'm going to be okay with that. Icing Death came back. I was kind of hoping that was going to happen, but I didn't want to jinx it by saying anything about it. So yeah, I'm very happy that I took Terror of the Peaks then over Icing Death, because I'm sure Terror would not have come back. I mean, this is not nothing. What is this? When it enters, creatures in your hand perpetually gain. When this creature enters, make a citizen. No, I'll take the Sheltered Thicket, because I mean, you know, we got both of these in here. I'm more than happy, by the way, to take all 3 of these out. Don't get me wrong. But still. Eater of Virtue, since I can actually play it. And I probably would, too. And then... Oh my god, the other card I was thinking of picking and passed up? Okay. Micaeus. Okay, I mean, +1/+1 counters is usually green-white. And right now I'm mono-white, but still... That's fantastic. Spirited Companion hopefully comes back. That's hilarious. I'm super happy. Micaeus is a great card. Great card. Okay. Yeah. In fact, while we wait for this timer to count down, and if people have opinions, Chet Manley, Mana Dreams, Doug Funny, nice reference. BRQMS, ER1216, Ultimate Price, and Duke Nukem 713. Good lord. What year is it? Anyway, that's fine. Yeah, like I said, it's probably just Micaeus here. Dave has not said that he is lurking tonight, but I will shout out the shock that's in this pack as well for our good friend Dave. And then I'm going to take Micaeus and move on to my next pack, which is... Wow. Damn. Okay, I mean, Olivia's insane, but not for this deck. We do have a green-white land. There's Liliana, which we're not anywhere near. There's Zariel, which we're nowhere near as well. McAnus the Poonarch. That's... Does that mean you don't like playing against him? Does that mean that you think he's a bad card? What does that mean, Marcus? Damn. Shram's expertise is fine. 3 or less, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I love him. That's just what I call him. Okay. Look, I'm down with pet names. That's totally fine. It's very funny. Adeline seems fine. There's also Mirari's Wake. Maybe that comes back. But Adeline is great for this deck. God, are there any cards that care about devotion in this? Like, I guess it would just have to be Heliod. Heliod's in here. I know Heliod's in here. I've seen him. So hopefully we see Heliod at some point, because that would be awesome. Because I think I would have the white pips. I'm just saying. There's Shadow Spear. That one's definitely tempting. Exile up to 1 target artifact or creature you control, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. I mean, like, again, we do not have a lot of that stuff. A lot of, like, ETB effects. There's literally 1. Two. Yeah, there's 2. So, 5 damage to an attacker or blocker. Creatures you control gain first strike and vigilance, and then you get a second combat phase. We don't really have the land for red yet. Or, I mean, arguably, or Tolzamir / green. And none of this helps. And I'll take Banishing Slash, I suppose, because, removal. But, interesting. Could the people passing to us possibly be in white? I don't think that's an option. but we've seen like no white cards. But I feel like I planted my flag pretty solidly in pack 1. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I just feel like we've seen no white this pack, but I also still feel like we just have a perfectly serviceable deck regardless. But yeah, I guess if I take these out and just go like this, there's good old Battle Screech, 2 1/1 birds, and then flashback tap 3 untapped white creatures. I mean, I'll definitely have them. What is this? This is the here's these alchemy cards that Emilio was talking about. 4 mana, 2/3, costs 2 less if there are no lands in your hand. When it enters, search your library for a land, put it onto the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle. But I would need double green for it, so no. There's, of course, Chromatic Lantern, but no. Instant and sorcery spells. So again, no. So yeah, it's just Battle Screech then. Bird tokens. Sacred Foundry. That's not terrible. And I mean, I'm not taking Rafine. Raise the Alarm is fine. We're not doing token strategy right now. We haven't seen it, and we are in pack 2, so it is possible. But I guess I just take this Sacred Foundry. Is that even correct? I guess we just take Raise the Alarm. If we don't find the cards for the token strategy, then I just take those out, I suppose. Faith's Fetters is incredible. Obviously, Rem would be cool, but I've kind of moved away from that. I think I'm just sticking in mono white, and this is a great card, so not upset about it at all. There's another Liliana, tempting us again. There's Chatterfang, Squirrel General, as well, but that cares about you having part black also, which I'm not going to be doing. Spirited Companion did come back. Great card. Love it. Whenever you cast a multicolored spell, draw a card. That would not be for this deck, huh? Rich, never done a cube draft before. Interesting. Yeah, I will say, I have kind of a love-hate relationship with Cube. I think when you're like hanging out with other people and doing Cube, it's fun because you can like ask people like, oh, what are some of the themes in this Cube, etc. When you're doing it online, if you're not willing to like look up the themes beforehand, then you could do what Emilio talked about and just like try to be like make a deck that's as full of busted degenerate things as possible, but then you run the risk of just getting completely run over by people who know what they're doing because they're like, oh, well, this is the most optimal like set of cards in the format, and this is the exact or particular strategy. And like, I'm just, again, I was saying before, I'm just have never done that and don't really plan to. I guess because we were talking about token strategies, I'll take that. Nothing here at all. I'll take this. Sure. And last pick, something. But yeah, so I like Cube because it's awesome to like open a pack and be like, oh my god, there's like 5 mythics in here and they're all incredible. But at the same time, when you actually go into the games themselves, like I'm gonna go into these games and be like, well, this is the Chromatic Cube and I'm not gonna have to worry about mana issues because I'm mono white. And yet somebody else can come in with all the lands that they need in all the colors that they have and just run us over from start to finish. So I'm definitely going to take the Wandering Emperor. So yeah, I mean, I love Hal and Elena, but we cannot play them. And we don't want Luris because there aren't enough. I would say there are not enough low drops to make Luris worth it for us. But Wandering Emperor is pretty sick. So I will happily take Wandering Emperor. There's also Chulane, not for us, but there's also Chulane. There's Gitrog. Emilio, look, it's Gitrog, but it's also the weird art for Gitrog, so, or the newer art for Gitrog. Oh, and I guess Jaina as well. It's Gitrog. I had Yosai the Morningstar in my mono white kitchen table deck for many years. In fact, I think I still do, but yeah, it's a great card. Okay. That's a creature or vehicle. Fantastic. Wait, that's not my baby boy. What have they done to him? I know. Ooh. Angel of Sanctions. What a card. It's a removal spell and a creature. And then when it dies, it's still a removal spell and a creature. Just from the graveyard that time. Release the dogs again if we get something that's a token strategy. Like if this comes back out of this whole pack, that's probably what I'll end up taking. But Mentor of the Meek, you are probably not good enough, right? Whenever another creature with power 2 or less enters, you may pay 1 if you do draw a card. I mean, like, how many of those do I have? 1, 2, arguably, if I keep that. 3, 4, 5, I guess, if we use her ability. I mean, like, there's almost literally nothing else here for us. So, I guess we just take it. Like, I could take Clifftop Retreat, but I'd rather stay mono white. Ah, my favorite card from Kaldheim. I have an entire deck based off of the Angels that this card is a big part of. It's not the main part, but a big part of this deck. So that's awesome. I love that card. Okay. What does Ephemerate do? It's just a okay, exile and then bring it back, and it's only something we control. This is green and another color, so it would be white, so I guess I'll just take that. What is treasure map? Scry, landmark counter, sack a treasure, draw a card. No, that's fine, we'll just put that on the sideboard. Sanctuary Warden, 2 shield counters. You can remove a shield counter or a counter. Yeah, and we got +1/+1 counter stuff going on, so I'll definitely take that. Sure. Not a problem. Touch the Spirit Realm. More of these effects, please. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we definitely have a deck here. No question. I think we can ditch the token strategy. Which means Battle Screech goes away as well. Shram's Expertise can go away. I think that's it. Yeah, okay. I mean, that's 25, and one of them is a land, so I will only need to make 1 cut so far. We'll see what the rest of this pack brings. There's got to be at least one more, or, yeah, the rest of pack 3. There's got to be one more, like, decent thing for me to grab out of here. Our curve tops at 6 or Machaeus, but like, so like, I don't think I need the Hedron Archive, but I'll take it. Sorry, Emilio, I didn't take the weird Gitrog, but then there was the real Gitrog in this next pack. He's still there, along with Veraska as well. No love for Witherbloom / Golgari. Apologies to Amy and Jayanna. But I guess just for you, Emilio, I'll take this Gitrog. How's that sound? Release the dogs for the sideboard. Take Gitrog in Solidarity, exactly. I didn't take the fake one. He says, yes. No problem. There was nothing else, and that's definitely not why I did it. I mean, come on now. I'll take the Clifftop Retreat, but we're not playing Terror of the Peaks. I mean, nothing. I'll take the Nyxbloom Ancient, I suppose. It's a mythic. You don't keep these cards, so that's irrelevant. That would be cool. All right, and we'll do the Ravager Worm as the last pick, and it's Gruul in honor of Amy. And so, yeah, I can either play a dirty 41 or just cut 1 card. So, I mean, if anybody has suggestions, I'm open to it. Let me do the separation here for you all. This is what our deck looks like. Oh my god. This feels gross. We are very removal light. I won't lie to you. But still. Does Mentor of the Meek do anything? Do I just cut this? I originally had that in here for when we had tokens. Power 2 or less. So 1, 2. Two. Yeah, it's Mentor. Okay. Never mind. We have the deck. Now Oketra is our card here, but because we were talking about it, and because we're mono white, so we can put a black-green card on the front, we will have Gitrog as our deck box and the Grolnok, or whatever it's called, as our sleeve. So there we go. Let's try out this mono white cube deck that says it's red and green as well, but it's a lie. It's a blatant lie. It's like, but those cards are in your sideboard. It's like, yes, because every other card that I drafted is my sideboard. I don't understand, but that's fine. Kama Master? 3 land with a 3-drop, a 3, a 5, and a 5. We're gonna try it. I don't know how this deck mulligans. They have a Lutri, the Spell Chaser. Each non-land card in your starting deck has a different name. That's fair. When it enters, if you cast it, copy an instant or a sorcery you control. You can choose new targets for the copy. Okay. Interesting. And it would normally cost 3. Okay. They have a Fabled Passage. Hey, we drew a 4th land. Look at that. Only 1 more of those we need over the next 2 turns or 3 turns, and we can play one of these 5-drops on curve. So that's nice. Good old Adeline as a 1/4 vigilance. That's what we want. Right, so they get the mountain. Ah. And we get God Eternal Oketra. Because I was like, I wouldn't play the Angel of Sanctions first unless they really had something I wanted to get rid of. And like, AO seems fine as a 5/4 flying vigilance, but I guess we just Banishing Light away Rutha. It seems like that's going to be their strategy, so. Goodbye, Rutha. Attack for 1. Make a 1/1, so attack for 3. Amazing. Thank you, Adeline. And then, yeah, it's probably just Oketra, because then when we play these, we get 4/4s. So, Oketra. Counterspell? Nope. Wow, I'm actually quite surprised. Okay. 2 cards into their hand out of the top 4. And the rest on the bottom. Okay. Attacks for 5. They're at 11. Okay. Five mana on their side. What are they going to be able to do this turn, is my question. Because, like, I'm just going to try to put Shadow Spear on God Eternal Oketra, right? Like, oh, yeah, no, definitely. That's what I'm going to do then. Okay. Oh, I can do both. Well, yeah, because I have to equip, so never mind. I was like, oh, I could play this and play one of these, but no, that doesn't make sense. I'm just going to equip onto here, gain 8 life, and bring them to 3. End the turn. And then if they play a scary thing, we can get rid of it. It's any non-land permanent an opponent controls. Angel of Sanctions is incredible. Pass to attackers. Take my turn. Alright, so they're lightly... Okay, they just concede. Thank you, Kama Master. Okay. I mean, you know, the deck seems okay, right? Jesus. Wow. Claim the prize. Move on to the next one. Okay. It's weird doing this without Amy. I'm sure it's weird for you guys too. Growling Warrior. Interesting name. 3 land, Macias, Sigardian Evangel. 4 and a 2 and then whatever. Okay. I mean, I guess I'll save that for last in case we just start like runner drawing land or whatever. I'll probably play Machias on 2 instead of this, because again, then the turn you don't play it is the turn that it becomes a problem. So we'll play Machias, X equals 1. Because the next turn we have Adeline, which is great. That's what I want. And then I would love at least a 4th land to be able to play Icing Death. Right now it's only touch the Spirit Realm, but we're going to go like this and like this. And pass. I'm not going to attack. I'm just going to put counters on it and then, you know, wait and distribute counters later if and when necessary. Dryad of the Elysian Grove. So they can play another land now. Interesting. Pass to attackers. Take their turn, but I'm going to go ahead and do this. I mean, I have to just do this, right? Yeah, it's got to be this. I also don't have a land yet, so, or a 4th land yet. So yeah, I'm just going to steal their thing. Go to combat. Attack for 4. And pass. Yeah, Elspeth making human soldiers, and then Adeline getting bigger, Machias being able to put counters on everybody. Like, I would love a 4th land. Seek a land, put it onto the battlefield. Yeah, I messed up their strategy big time. Big time, I think. I hope. That was the plan. Before my turn, let's put a counter on Machias again. Lyra Dawnbringer, you know what you're not? Is a land. So I'm going to go like this. Combat. Swing. Bring them to 10. And end the turn. Ravager Worm, eh? It fights Adeline, I suppose? Could be Machias, I guess. It's Adeline. Okay. Sucks a bit. It's fine. Before my turn, put a counter on Machias. They are at 10. There's a 4th land. Damn it, now I have to cube tonight since I still can't play Smash. When is your ban lifted? This looks sick. Yeah, it's interesting. Definitely interesting. Do I do this? Do I just do the Evangel? Hit for 6 and then play the Evangel again next turn? I think I do. Yeah. Evangel. Tap it. Combat. 6. Have the Evangel in hand. Tapped, what is it? The beginning of your next end step. That's now? Alright, whatever. That's fine. That's not as good as I thought. A week from today. Okay. That's rough. But I guess it's only another week. What am I saying? You should be fine. I have faith in you, Amelia. Does this make black? It does not. This doesn't either. Maybe they just don't have black? But still, which happens to be the 4th of July and the store is closed, so I can play all day. Just your triumphant return back to the game. Rashmi, Eternity's Crafter, and Rada, Heart of Keld. Wow. Hey, a 5th land. Okay, so I could play Lyra. I probably will, actually. Just play Lyra, like not play anything else, and then next turn, Starnheim Unleashed, give them counters and more counters, and yeah, that seems good, right? Pass. I'm struggling, Joe, I'm struggling. Like I said, I believe in you. You can get through this. And like you said, you have Cube to tide you over. It costs like 4,000 gold or 600 gems. I haven't watched this much TV or movies in my life. End raise Forerunners. That's a problem. Wow. Jesus. Whenever you cast your first spell, reveal the top card of your library. You may cast it without paying its mana cost. That's insane. Okay. They just have to swing in here with everybody, right? They all have trample too. This blows dick, man. What the hell? Okay, so I gotta do some math here because they all have trample. I don't think I can win this. Pass two blockers. Wow. Okay. So if I go like this, what a sick top deck for them. Good lord. I hate this for you. Yeah, me too. Let's do this, I guess. 5 blockers go to first strike damage. They have to order blockers. But of course I'm going to use Macias if that was even a question. Put a counter on everybody else. Ah, the fucking Vorinclex. Ugh. We're not dead. Lyra is, though, because I didn't factor in that crap. Ugh, come on. Wow, I forgot about that stupid Vorinclex. Well, now I lose. Shit. Oh, that's upsetting. All right. Never skip cube day. What's up, Dave? I mean, I guess lurking while working. We always appreciate it, Dave. You know that. Yeah. Just make 2 4/4 angels, and then technically don't die. But I mean, this isn't much. Feels bad, man. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Oh, never mind. I do lose. Okay. They had the Blitz creature in hand. Okay. Or they top decked it, of course. But yeah, now we lose. Because we block here. And here, I guess? I mean, it's the same idea, but yeah, we're very dead. Okay. Yeah, theoretically, instead of Rashmi, I could have blocked Ravager Worm, but because I blocked 5 damage instead of 2, but still, that doesn't not kill me, so. No worries. Okay, we're 1-1. That was very good for them to have gotten Vorinclex off of the Rashmi trigger on End Raise Forerunners. Welcome to Cube, I suppose. God damn. Bidniz. Okay. Oh yeah, apologies to our last opponent. Thank you to them. I forgot. I did not check their name. Okay, so turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. That's not bad, but it's not great. Although this gets me a land, so we should be fine. I have faith. They have a Beholder. Okay, that's cool. Eater of Virtue, please. Okay. Smoldering Egg. Interesting. Sack it to destroy an artifact or enchantment. It's a 3/1. So yeah, I mean, I could put this on and give it +2/+1. Because this has flash. Does it? I mean, obviously this can't give flash. That wouldn't make sense. The creature's already on the battlefield, and having flash would be irrelevant. So... Okay. Well, this is equip 1. What does this say? Reveal it, put it into your hand, and then shuffle. So yeah, I guess I just equip and then swing and see what happens. Combat. Swing for 5. lose 2 life for that, too. Okay. So what do they need? 7? 7. And then it becomes a 4/4 that whenever they cast an instant or a sorcery, 2 damage to any target. Okay. Well, I have nothing to get stuff back from my graveyard, so like the Eater of Virtue eating this is kind of irrelevant. But still, we'll see. Another land will be good off of this because it gets us to Lyra on curve, although it doesn't quite get us to Sanctuary Warden, but I'm sure we can draw 1 more land in the next 2 turns. That's all we need. And then Lyra buffs Sanctuary Warden because they're both angels. Plus we have Starnhelm Unleashed for more angels. So yeah, it'll look very deliberate that I just made Angel Tribal. Hey, touch the Spirit Realm. What are you? Vampires. Make a blood token. Triggers only once each turn. Sack another creature or a blood token. Lose 2, gain 2. Okay. So I can eventually deal with that with Touch the Spirit Realm, but it's not an urgent thing. I'll take this Plains because they're all the same. And then I will pass. Definitely going to take at least 4 damage here. What are they doing? They're thinking about something. It's interesting. Usually I would think that this would go in a blue-red deck, but it's in black-red, which I guess is fine. Ah, Vampire Makers. Got it. Now this gets rid of anything? Artifact or creature. Okay. So it does not get rid of anything, but I can get rid of Anya, which I will do, because a 2/3 flying lifelink is not a big deal against a 5/5, so... Ah, there's also Angel of Sanctions, which does get rid of Sorin. I may discard a card to return something, and I will decline. Decline, thank you. I'll play this land that they know about. Do I just do the Angel now? I probably do, right? Angel of Sanctions. To get rid of Sorin. Take the action. Alright, let's see. Because now, even if we go land over the next 2 turns, like I do Lyra, Sanctuary Warden, and Starnhelm Unleashed for X equals 3, and then get 3 4/4 angels. So, and if we don't draw the lands, that's fine. I can still do Lyra and like touch the Spirit Realm on Anya or whatever. Or on Ilhard to raise Boar. Sure, that's also a possibility. God damn. No blocks for 4 damage. I got a 12. Drew the land. Okay, this thing comes out as a 3/4 that makes 1/1s. Right, when it attacks? Yes. Okay. Or blocks. Good. Yeah, I guess I can chump block Ilharg if I really need to. This is equip 1, though, so screw it. I'll just equip here. Okay. 4/5 flying lifelink. Sure. Why not? I'll gain 4 life. Seems good. Amazing. 14 to 16. Yeah, I think, unfortunately, if Ilharg attacks here, I probably just take it. But I'm at 16, so I'm not super worried. If Anya attacks here, I can trade with the Architect and Anya. And, of course, if the Vampire attacks, I can block with Lyra, which means it will not attack, because Lyra's got first strike. So, Captivating Crew. They don't have the 4 mana yet, but that would be scary. So yeah, like I said, I take 6 from Ilharg here, no question. Sanctuary Warden gets to do what? Draw a card and make a citizen. Got it. Okay. So yeah, I probably just steal Captivating, or get rid of Captivating Crew with Touch the Spirit Realm. It's a problem because I would love to get rid of Ilharg, but it's fine. Ah, a 2/1 that lets them do what? It's a vampire, so they make a 1/1 and a blood token, but I get to just block with Lyra and gain 5 life and then take 6, so I lose 1. That's actually amazing. Thank you. I was going to say, I can't imagine literally anything that they could have for 1 mana that would make me regret that block. So, yeah, I just go to 15 from 16. Like, that seems great. Thanks for that. Drew the land. That's incredible. But I still have to touch the Spirit Realm on Captivating Crew because that would be a big problem. So, let's take it. Now, how much mana is it for Anya's ability? 2. Okay. So they couldn't have done it this turn. Good. 4 mana means that I can't really do anything but, so I will go like this on Lyra. Then go to combat and attack for 11 flying lifelink, 7 of which is first strike. They protect 7 of it, but I still gain the life. So I go to 22 on first strike and then 26 on regular, and they go to 10. I will re-equip Eater of Virtue onto the Architect. Again, just to be able to stop Anya if I want to. And I will pass. Because like, I don't really care as much about taking damage from Ilharg. Like, it's not great, but I'm at 26, so I don't care that much. But Anya is very annoying, especially because they somehow are still finding ways of making more, like, vampires enter the field with these blood tokens and stuff, so that's fine. They debated attacking with the Pest. They do attack with Anya and the Pest. Okay. They don't attack with Anya, but they do attack with the Pest, and they don't put a creature from their hand. That was a little quick, so I imagine that they don't have one. I will let them gain life, because I also get a 1/1 out of the deal, so thanks. Yeah. I go to 20, they gain a life and go to 11. Sarkin. Dragon spells, dragon cards in their hand perpetually gain. The spell costs 1 less. They can conjure a card named Shivan Dragon into their hand, or it can deal 3 damage to target creature. So they could kill the Architect here if they want to, right? Because it's -2? Yeah. That would be an interesting choice, I imagine. Because they have no cards in hand currently. So putting Shivan Dragon in there? Yeah. Okay. No problem.
Paragon of draconic glory.
Adeline. I was thinking about that. I was like, oh, you know, we're making all these random creatures or whatever. Adeline would love that. I think what we're going to just do is the Angels thing. But I guess we go to combat first. They can't stop any of it in the air. And I can't kill them, so I might as well go like this and like this. Let's see what that does. Or I should say, let's see how they respond to that. They can't do anything, right? We know all the cards in their hand. We know all the things in exile or their graveyard that they could use. So we're fine here. They take 4, go to 7. And then they have a Shivan Dragon in their hand, but we're going to get 3 5/5 flying, life-linking, vigilant angels. Which seems okay, right? That seems okay. Yes. We lose 2, you gain 2. You got it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh, I guess they could Ilharg out the Shivan Dragon for free, right? That'd be cool. And so they discard that land that they drew to draw another card. Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously being a little cocky here, but like this is hilarious. Yeah. Thank you, Bidnas. I love their name so much. I think we've played them before. I think and I think their name is great. Okay, I will happily claim that small prize, but still. We are 2-1, and I'm going to keep going because this is great. This is great. Kiki Blocka. Okay. Interesting. Very low curve this time. I'm okay with that. I mean, Lion Sash is cool. Hopefully they have some like sack lands or whatever. It doesn't look like they do, but they might. I guess I'll just play this first. Drawing Macias. Very nice. Wow. Okay. Third land. Play the Restoration. Get the Plains. There it is. Attack for 1. Okay. Yeah, this is a very weird opener for us. Very weird. You may discard a card, but I don't have anything in the graveyard, so no. Plains. Wandering Emperor. That can make a Samurai. I don't think I need to be cheeky about it right now. I think I can just go like this with the Lion Sash and Macias. Or maybe we just do Macias for 3. Yeah, they can't do anything, so X equals 3. We'll just use all of our mana as effectively as possible, and then attack for 1. Cool. What does this thing do again? They gain a life, they draw a card, and discard a card. Okay. Not a problem. It's just a mana rock. Ao the Dawn Sky, huh? I know that card. It goes away, it comes back. We play this. Oh, and it gains first strike, right? So, combat. Attack with just Macias. Let's see if they block this or not. If they don't, we can just touch the Spirit Realm and get rid of it, but otherwise we have Wandering Emperor. Sweet, okay. Great. So let's touch the Spirit Realm. Get rid of Ao. They said nice. Thanks. And then we can Lion Sash as well. Okay. We have nothing to target with Lion Sash, but it's on the field. Scary. Next turn we can Sanctuary Warden. Cavalier of Dawn, choosing to destroy the touch the Spirit Realm. So we get a 3/3. Seems good. Go to combat. Okay. Let's see how this works for us. I can't save both of them if they split the block. Oh, actually, well, no, I can't save both of them, but I can make sure that the Architect lives and the and they both of their creatures die. Because I just go like this, put the counter on the Architect. Oh, did I do it wrong? I think I did, didn't I? I did. That's fine. It still lives. But I didn't kill their Cavalier. But I did kill Ao. Which is good. And then I guess before they get to look at anything, I'm just going to get Ao out of the graveyard now. Put the counter on Lion Sash. Okay. Seems like a decent use of Macias. Obviously, I miscounted a bit on the Architect here, but still. in the grand scheme of things, killing a 5/4 flyer is fine. Ah, Gonti, eh? Top 4 cards of our library, exiling one of them face down, which we don't get to know what it is, and then they can cast it at any time for any type of mana. That's a big problem because our deck is sweet. I will end my turn. I can always put a counter on Lion Sash with the extra mana that we have. Elish Norn. That's not from our deck. Holy crap, man. Okay, lots of things go away now. That's rough as hell. Holy crap. I mean, that's just a chump block, but they're both going at her, so she just dies and we don't take any damage, which is nice. I do not know how we deal with an Elish Norn, though. That's scary. Okay.
Until next time.
Elish Norn would have been sick for us to have gotten. Why didn't I get that? Yeah, I'll eat the Wandering Emperor here with the Lion Sash. There's an Eater of Virtue. Actually, I can play both, but then I wouldn't be able to equip, but still. 3/3 flyer, but it's a 5/5 flyer, but it's a 3/3. That was weird. It like jumped around. I will remove, I guess, one of these. Ugh. Of course I drew a land. That's fine. Play the Eater. Definitely no attacks. Alright, I mean, if Elish Norn attacks here, I have to triple block. There's no option. And then if they have anything, they just make me pay for it, but... They got to Elish Norn mana very quickly. What does this thing do? Oh, draft a card from its spell book, then discard a card. Do we get to see what it is? I don't, again, as Emilio said, I don't really know a lot about how the alchemy stuff works. I don't play standard that much, let alone alchemy on this game. Well, they are really thinking about it. Okay. What are the okay, yeah, we don't get to see it. Okay. But yeah, we can go through. Wow, there's a lot of very good things. That's annoying. Okay. They only have 1 or 2 mana available right now. No, 3. I lied. Oh, it was Approach? What? And then they discarded Approach. Very weird. And of course they get to steal our thing with the shield counters. Yeah, I don't think we win this game. I think the second they played Elish Norn, we lost this game. But wow, this is rough as hell. That's 14, so I'm not technically dead. I'll play to my outs. Yeah, I have those. I'll play to those. Here's that land that I wanted. Holy crap. Amazing. Yeah, we'll equip to Lion Sash, I suppose. And then, no attacks? I haven't played in a while, but I was excited when I heard Cube was back. But alchemy cards are turning me off. I'll definitely try it, but I'm not as excited. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, obviously, again, this game I'm not losing because of Elish Norn. Or, I'm sorry, I'm not losing because of alchemy cards. I'm losing because of Elish Norn. Like, this is all stuff that would be there without alchemy cards. But there is the, like, draft the thing, and they have, like... This is so weird. Here's another alchemy card. When it deals combat damage to a player, conjure a card named Virus Beetle into your hand. And it's a 4/4 Death Touch. Spirit Sister's Call. At the beginning of your end step, choose a permanent in your graveyard. You may sack a permanent that shares a card type with the chosen card, so I guess I'll just eat the permanent in their graveyard then, since they only have the one. Okay. And then after that, it doesn't really matter anymore. 5/5 First Strike. Elish Norn. Gonti. And I'm at 6, so I lose. I'm not worried about power level. I just want the cards to make sense and be consistent. Well, I mean, that's just too much to ask. Let's look at my own graveyard. I do have 3 permanents in my graveyard, so there's one. No, my graveyard. There's 2. And my graveyard. No, my graveyard. There's 3. Pasta blockers. I can kill Elish Norn to feel better about myself. And then block here, take 9, and go to -3. That token was here for a second. That was fun. Okay, we're dead. Thank you, Kiki Blocka. I don't know what the hell Conjure is, and I don't know what these weird cards actually do. Yeah, I mean, Conjure is just like creating a card into your hand. I don't know of a lot of other digital TCGs. I'm aware of Hearthstone. I've played those. I've played Hearthstone on this computer, on this channel. I feel like they're trying to purposefully break the rules of Magic, and that's just weird in a cube setting like this. Yeah, I guess that's a good point, because you have like super powerful stuff. The Very Hungry Caterpillar, nice. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the selling point of Alchemy, because they're like, oh, well, we have a digital platform, so we can do things like put cards into your hand or check the cards in your deck to determine, like, if there are any of this particular type or this particular type or whatever. And if there aren't, then you get benefits and stuff like that. But, like, you wouldn't be able to do that in a regular game of Magic, just, like, create a random card in your hand without having to own that card separately, like out of your sideboard or something. Like, you don't need that here. So, again, like I said, that's the selling point, it seems. Whether or not that's good enough, I don't know. I don't actually know. I haven't heard a lot of people like heavily touting Alchemy that much. I don't know. Choose a color, scry 1, and then they can tap and add a black. Okay. Play this. I don't need Banishing Light on their 2/1, although I do have a 1/1, but still. I guess I just play this and keep up Banishing Slash. Maybe. Oh no, it's a sorcery. So yeah, I just play this then. Exactly. I just want to play Magic. I could play other games if I wanted to. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and again, like, you know, is it fair to say that it's Hearthstone? I don't know. But I think that they finally realized, like, oh, we can do this other subset of Magic where we make it totally different. But then, like, you know, I'm sure people wouldn't buy into it in any capacity, but they could have just made a separate client for that, you know? Like Magic the Gathering Alchemy as its own game as opposed to on Arena separate and apart, but, you know, who am I to tell them what to do, right? Right, so this 4/3 is good as opposed to the Wandering Emperor. Yeah, I think so. Actually, let's go to combat first. If they block here, then I will Emperor and save it, but I don't think they're going to block. They don't. Okay. Very good. Icing Death it is. It's a good card. Now, it says when it dies, so if they exile it, we don't get the secondary effect, but, I mean, in the grand scheme of things of, like, great cards in our deck, this is probably, like, in the bottom third of good cards of our deck, so that would be fine if they used, like, a removal spell or something on it. They are black, white, green right now that they've shown us, so, like, there could be, like, Binding of the Old Gods or something like that. I've tried other TCGs, but nothing is the same as Magic. Hopefully they just stop the digital-only stuff and focus on bringing paper Magic to a digital format. I think that is a fair hope. I think that based on what they have been doing and talking about recently, I don't see that happening anytime soon, unfortunately. But I'm willing to be proven wrong, because God knows I've been wrong before. So I really don't know. Banishing Light on the Pelucranos is definitely a necessary thing here. I think I have to play this as the land. Then go to combat and just attack with Icing Death, not the Spirited Companion. And end of the turn. Yeah, it just seems to me like Wizards is like so heavily into Arena at this point that they're just like, you know, well, we can do everything. We can do digital only. We can release 75 sets a year and just whatever they want, whatever they can do. Alright, here's another alchemy card. Tap to add 1 mana of any one color. Spend it only to cast a creature spell. Whenever you cast a creature spell that doesn't share a creature type with a creature card in your library, draw a card. I agree. I want them to slow down the digital stuff and try to get Pioneer onto Arena, but it doesn't feel like that's what they're doing. No, it doesn't feel like that's what they're interested in doing either. Do I just kill this thing now? Yeah, I guess I do. They're gaining 2 life every turn. Let's trade the Spirited Companion for the Null Priest of Oblivion. No problem. It gets exiled and gets no extra effects because it didn't have any, but that's just fine. We can play Cavalier and kill their thing. Do we want to do that? Yeah, I mean, it's got Vigilance, but then they get a Golem? Which is a 3/3. Artifact and an enchantment, which I do, but I don't have the mana for it this turn. Combat, attack with the Frost Tyrant, and then I have 6. So I guess Wandering Emperor, make a Samurai. Doesn't seem ideal, but I think it's fine. They can release multiple sets a year to get us to Pioneer. I don't get why they aren't doing it. It would pull players in from Mitgo because the client is so ugly. Yeah. I mean, again, like, and I know that when before Arena started getting, like, before they made their most recent change to organized play, I know that people were kind of at the point of being frustrated with Arena. Or, sorry, yeah, with Arena and going back to Mitgo. But I think that has changed, it seems. So we're going to go like this and get first strike and then go to combat and attack with both. That makes sense to me. I was going to say, it's got first strike. You don't want to do that. That's why I gave it first strike, was to make that block difficult for you. But yeah, so I know that, like, them changing the organized play back to arena focused is what took them, what does it say? When it enters, destroy, when it dies. Okay, so I'll put it here. But I know that, like, people going to Mitgo kind of seemingly ceased when they brought stuff back to Arena. Just start releasing sets that are Pioneer legal. People will buy packs to make decks, and they're probably making more than they are on alchemy stuff. I would imagine the same. I think, and I would almost argue that they should try to toe the line with how many sets they're releasing, but it doesn't seem like there's any negative to them doing so at this point. You know, like the occasional rando online will be like, oh, I'm super burnt out with all these sets being released, but if they're doing it this frequently, they're obviously making money off of it. And I mean, Emilio, you can, and I guess Greg now, Greg is here. What's up, Greg? I guess that you guys can tell me better, but, you know, I imagine that that's the case. They're showcasing Pioneer as the new Pro Tour format, so it makes no sense to keep it off Arena. Interesting. Very interesting. What are we doing here? Yeah, I guess we do this. So, apologies, Greg. It is just me tonight. I was mentioning earlier, Amy and I were all kinds of sick this past weekend. Me Saturday into yesterday, and Amy yesterday into today. So I am doing much better, but Amy is not. So, yeah. It is just me. You're stuck with me tonight. That's it. Nobody else. So yeah, they can, like, use the Golem to trade for the Samurai here. Feel better, guys. Thank you. Like I said, I'm doing much better. Amy needed to rest, and so I'm happily letting her do that. While I am, as I put it, taking my victory lap from having returned from the brink. Because I was, holy crap, I was not doing well. Oh my god. But I am infinitely better now, so. Okay. They go to 6. Now, does the Eater actually get to exile? No, right? Okay. And then Banishing Slash doesn't work here. Interesting. So we just put this on. What does this do when it dies? Return an artifact or enchantment from my graveyard. So I don't care about that. Let's just put that there. And then end the turn. Telling me I said feel better. You know I will. And that's good to hear. Thank you. Alright, so I'm at 16. So, like, the Angels are cool, and I love me some Starnheim Unleashed. I think it's an incredible card. But right now, I'm not that afraid of it, to be honest. They can kill the Wandering Emperor, but in the grand scheme of things, that's fine. Because this only gets something back 2 or... mana value 2 or less. Yeah, that's fine. What do you think of this cube? I think it's fine. I'm playing monocolor right now, which is probably not what the Chromatic Cube wants me to be doing. But I think coming off of Streets of New Capenna, where the name of the game was, hey, it's a 3-color set, but you're going to have mana issues constantly, means that I don't really, like, want to... Oh, they exiled it, too. That sucks. I don't really want to be, like, having this cube be, oh, here, play tons of colors. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Like, it probably would, but at the same time, I just got off of a format where it was like, well, we told you it was a 3-color format, but really it's a 2-color format, and playing 3 colors or even 4 colors is a trap. So, but I mean, I've been doing some pretty powerful stuff. Somebody had Rashmi on the field against us earlier, and then played Endray's Forerunners, which got them a free Vorinclex off the top of their library. So, yeah, it was a lot. Decline. Jeez, yeah. I mean, we lost that game, if that was a question. So Banishing Slash would get us a 2/2, which is good. They know we have this. Don't really want to play this, but I guess I could. Tap target permanent you don't control. And they are at 4. Oh, actually, do we just win? 2. Make another one. 2. We do win. Okay, good. Tap that. Make a 3rd. Tap that. Give it a +1/+1 counter. And attack. Yeah, it took me a second to see it, but thank you. Stupid alchemy cards. Yeah, exactly. All right, 3 and 2. Keep it going. Yeah, this deck is fun. Phobicity. Also, apologies to our last opponent. Thank you to them. I mean, this hand is fine. I didn't love Banishing Slash as a card, but maybe it was just a bad deck for it to be up against it. Hopefully, this will do more this time. Okay. Pass. Why would it let me play this? There was nothing to target. Okay, anyway. Sure. Young Peasy. I mean, no? I guess it's a 3/1, but still, that's fine. Maybe I'll trick Young Pyromancer into attacking me, and then I can kill it and not... Oh! That works. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, put a charge counter on it, remove any number of charge counters, deals that much damage to any target. Yeah, I mean, that could get problematic very quickly, so sure. Let's do that. Thanks. So the next turn I can play AO, I suppose? Yeah, that just exiles something and then brings it back, so I don't care. Okay. Rahl Storm Conduit. It's a very good card. Thankfully touch the spirit. Oh, no. Artifact or creature. Never mind. Never mind. 2. Take my turn. Draw Cavalier. Destroy target non-land permanent. Hell yeah. Bye, Raul. You can have a 3/3. I do not care. Holy crap. That's pretty cool. Okay. Amazing. 6 mana. 3, 4, 5. So yeah, we're good to do this. Let's try that. They just take the 4. Beautiful. And I'll play AO, I suppose. Why the hell not? Ah, because they're going to counter it and they make a treasure. Okay. Very good. Okay. Big score, discard a card, make treasure. They get more elementals. What did they discard? A Canyon Slough. Got it. And then they passed. Draw a land. Seems like you're doing some cool things. I'm definitely trying. I arguably think I'm succeeding. I haven't tried this one yet. It's cool. I mean, you know, interesting cards and stuff. You're probably going to tonight. Cool. I know Emilio was saying the same. So. Okay, chump blocking is fine, I think. Play Icing Death. I think to use my mana efficiently, I think I'm going to take Young Peasy with Touch the Spirit Realm. That is because he can't smash. That is correct. That is correct. We discussed that. It's cool. I did hear why. He mentioned it last week. Yes. I think that's hilarious. Niv Mizzet. Well, I waited one turn too long for that. Or, yeah, I did this one turn too soon. Eater of Virtue. I definitely will try it. I'm just less excited now because of the alchemy cards. Yeah, that's fair. All right. Let's go like this. Whenever it attacks, tap target creature defending player controls and equip 2. Interesting. So I can equip this to the... Icing Death, I guess? I'm more sad than I've ever been. Tell Nintendo to just let me play. You know, Nintendo stopped taking my calls. I don't know what it is, but, you know, they just did. What can I tell you? All right, so... Cavalier takes the damage. Oh, because they think they can just block with it now? I mean, I can just equip this and then tap your thing when I attack, so... Equip. Just pull the lawyer card. Yeah. That would work, except that Nintendo is super litigious. They'll fold. They will not. Tap your Niv Mizzet. Block with a 1/1. Okay. I mean, I sure do have an 8/6, so nobody messes with you. That's true. That's right. That's right. Need some trample. I agree. Yeah. They are at 16. Like, I don't see a way with this to win. So, it's going to be a little tough, but we'll see. Kitesail Freebooter to steal the Sigardian Evangel. It's not even that great of a card. Enjoy it. Or can they not take it? Non-creature, non-land. Ha! Perfect. Take 5, go to 10. Yeah. add a line. Yes. 2/2. Costs 2 less if there are no instants or sorceries in your hand. When it enters, return an instant or a sorcery from your graveyard to your hand. If it would die, shuffle it into its owner's library instead. And they have Electrolyze. Now back into their hand. That is very annoying. Okay. Just... Where did it go? It gets exiled? No. It's back in their hand or shuffled into the library, I guess? I can't even see the card anymore. Where did it go? What the hell? I guess it gets shuffled into the library. Did I not read that? We're just dead, right? Electrolyze plus Niv Mizzet damage. All right. Well, thank you, Phobicity. Yeah, I mean, even a mono-colored deck can't do it in this format, I guess. Okay. Fair enough. We went 3-3. I mean, I spent 4,000 gold to enter the event, and I get 2,000 out, plus 3 cards that are not even standard legal. Nor are they alchemy cards, I'm sure. Nope. Azoria Skyguard, Rogran Crystal, and Gadrock the Crown Scourge. Okay. Well, I mean, speaking of cards, I guess we might as well open some packs, because otherwise we are done for the night. It's just after 10 o'clock, but I am alone tonight. So apologies to everybody. I will make sure that I continue to stay not sick, but also can stop being loud and making noise as Amy is trying to rest inside. So let's open these 8 packs. We get no mythics. Interesting. Our first, apparently, Workshop Warchief. I would have thought I would have gotten one of these at some point, but... Depopulate Soul of Emancipation, which I love. I think that card's awesome. Rafine's Tower, gorgeous looking as well. Maestro's Diabolist, Unlicensed Hearse, Wiretapping, and Riveteer's Ascendancy. So yeah, everybody, for those who are unaware, obviously we will be back on Friday. If the sickness that we experienced for Amy is a 24-hour bug like it was for me, maybe 48 hours, we will both be here on Friday, barring anything else crazy happening, at 8 p.m. Eastern for another stream, not Magic the Gathering, but specifically more of our Pokemon Fire Red Nuzlocke. And you should tune in for that. If you missed last week's, it was the bloodiest. We had the most deaths last week of any individual stream so far, so you should go check that out if you're watching this, or you are watching this on Geek for All. So link down in the description box below will take you to Video Games for All, and you should sub and ring the bell there and here if you're enjoying the things that we're doing, so that you don't ever miss out on anything that we post. Anytime that we go live, you will get notifications whenever that happens. That's what ringing the bell is for. If you don't want to ring the bell, that's fine. Just subscribe, and you will still get to check your subscription page to find out all of our videos that come out. Thank you, Greg. I appreciate that. And Amy, exactly. Yeah, Amy is, like I said, I know is looking forward to being back here with all of you on Friday. I know she is going to have missed this, but I will definitely pass along the well wishes, because you're all awesome people. And so I really appreciate it, and I know she will as well. But yeah, we will be back on Friday, like I said, again, barring anything crazy. So definitely stay tuned for that. And then we'll be back next week on Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern for more of this, more MTG Arena. If this cube is still here, we'll definitely do that. Always love you both. Glad you're doing well. Again, let her know I'm thinking about her and hope she gets better. 100% I will. Thank you to you both for those sentiments. Because like I said, I really appreciate it. I know how crappy I felt. I don't know how long Cube is on for. I usually go to their website and check, but I guess I can check. Give me 1 second. Where am I looking here? Gotta go to this page and then to the articles page, because then when I scroll down, it tells me Cube goes until July 7th. So yes, it will be here next week. Okay. So yeah, we'll be back with more of this cube next week. If we get bored of it, we'll just go back to Streets of New Capenna, or if I get tilted with it, I guess is really more what it is. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well. It should be interesting. Thanks for letting me know. Of course. Yeah, it was quick enough. I have the articles page pre-saved on my Google Chrome, because it's where we would go to do our story reviews. So I just jump right to it. But I also know that it has the like schedule partway down of what's on Arena, and sometimes I need to know that for like my weekly stream or whatever. So not a problem at all. I'm happy to have helped. But yeah, so like I said, we'll be back next week for more Magic Arena. If that's all you're here for, no worries. And if you are interested in our video game content, we'll be back on Friday for a live version of Pokemon Fire Red Nuzlocke. So thank you all so very much for being here. I will quickly do Amy's thing and thank Greg, Emilio, Jayanna, Erica, Marcus, and Dave and Rich for all stopping by tonight. Like I said, you're all awesome people. Emilio, if you had not said, but not in a weird way, but kind of in a weird way, I would have still known that it was not in a weird way, but kind of in a weird way. But thank you. I appreciate it nonetheless. And so, yes, thank you to all those folks who I just mentioned. It was awesome to have you in chat with just me. It is a tough job, but somebody's got to do it. We all know it's not just you, Joe. Yeah. And, oh, I know, that's my thing. Yeah, I mean, and that's fine. We all know that. Like Greg said, we all know it. And it's fine. I'm totally okay with it. So, and I appreciate it greatly. Have a great night. You too, Greg. Have a great night. Have a great night to all, one and all. You're awesome. You're awesome. Thank you. And yeah, that is going to be the end of this particular stream. As I always try to remind people, as we always try to remind people, please continue to stay safe and happy and healthy. That is to you and yours. You have a good night too, Emilio. Appreciate it. And yeah, until we see you on Friday, we hope you all have an awesome week. Thanks so much for being here. Can I borrow your Switch? I still don't have one, but when I get one, which will apparently have to be within the next week, because otherwise you'll be fine. Yeah, if I get a Switch in the next week, I'll let you know. How's that sound? I'll talk to you on Monday. But yeah, thank you all so very much for being here. I really appreciate it. If you did not hear your name, but you do want to hear your name in the future in that little shout out that I gave, it's just because we didn't see you in chat. Please don't ever hesitate to just pop in, say hi, even if it's just that. If you want to talk more, we would love to hear from you. But even if you just want to pop in, say hey, you can get that little shout out at the end. That's our way of saying thank you to all of you amazing folks who kept chat bumping and interesting tonight. So thank you for that. But for now, from us here at the Geek for All family of channels, I have been Joe. I always hope you and Amy doing well. We definitely are, and I hope you stay doing well, Emilio. We appreciate it. And as we always say, in whichever video or stream of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.